Hi, Sarah. I wanted to talk to you about your week one writing assignment. First off, let's talk about your formatting. Your heading here looks great, very professional. It looks like you forgot your header over here in the upper right hand corner, which is your last name and your page number. You want to make sure you get that on there as well. Um, there is a tutorial on how to format your papers in MLA located in the resources folder in Blackboard. So if you need help with creating a header, look there. As far as your summary is concerned, overall, it's really good. I think you've captured the main idea quite well. The key moments that you brought into the text illustrate the key idea or the argument quite well too. So this is working. This is working pretty well. I think you got a good handle on the text, and you discussed it effectively. There's just a couple things here and there that I want to talk to you about. Uh, First off, good job in setting up your signal phrase here, so you've created context for the audience. In summary writing, you want to remain objective as possible. So I would go ahead and remove this phrase, right, in my opinion, because that's going to be slipping into subjectivity, which is what you really don't want to do in narrative writing. In addition, if you that phrase is actually pretty redundant, because if you write this sentence, the author's main argument is, the reader will intuitively know that you are stating what you believe the main point to be. So taking out that phrase will just make the writing stronger. um, there's something that I want to talk to you about here. I at first was like, oh, well, she's getting into specific evidence too soon, because when you write summary, you want to avoid the use of direct quotation. Really, you use direct quotation in the body, right, as evidence to support your key ideas. Um, so I was thinking this: you have a pretty good description of the main idea, and then you return to it down here. I wonder if it would be better suited to bring this up here with your introductory details. And then all of this information here could be those key ideas that support the overarching argument that you're pointing at. I think that that might be a stronger way of organizing the summary. Gallo, you'll see, got flagged twice by Microsoft, and that's because it's Gallows. In MLA, when you cite, there's no need to include the PG. That's something that you do in APA. So in MLA, it's just the author's name and then the page number in the parentheses. And actually, your period goes outside of the quotation marks. It goes all the way at the end. Behind the parenthetical citation. The only other thing that I wanted to point out to you is the use of furthermore right here, and this is a minor thing, but I think that it'll make this sentence stronger. Furthermore, we typically use as a transition at the beginning of sentences, but you've got it at the end here, connecting an ing verbal phrase, which is in a complete sentence right here, to your complete thought. I think that this would actually read stronger if you said furthering the idea that the profession has corrupted them, and you'll see that Microsoft flagged that as being kind of awkward. Typically you want to use furthermore the way that we use however, right? So at the beginning of a sentence, or kind of sandwiching two sentences together. But as a whole, I think that this is a good submission. This is something that, should you want to write about Orwell for Essay 1, I think that you could expand on with some tweaking and a little bit of revision here and there. I think this might make for a good critical analysis